Greetings, everyone. I'm going to leave a message for someone. And I know when you get it, you're going to know this is for you. I'm going to say to you, stop groveling. Stop begging. You don't have to grovel or beg because the great spirits are in control. And if you're a mother or a father, your children don't have to beg you for shelter or food or clothing. You provide those things because that's what a father or mother does. A good parent takes care of their own. So, if you are spiritually connected and you know that the Most High is in control of your life, you don't have to beg. I'm going to also say to the person who's listening to this or individuals who are listening to this, it's time to abandon the old thought that it's easier for the camel to go through the eye of a needle than for the rich man to enter into heaven. Ain't nothing wrong with that scripture. It's how you're reading it. The Bible is filled with incantations. Words, when you use them, they're powerful. They remove your enemies. They draw to you a spring that is constantly flowing, not just cleansing you and protecting you, but blessing you. Okay? And when you understand things separate and apart from what you're taught in religion, you can never go without. And there's absolutely nothing that you can't achieve. So if you look at yourself and you're saying, I've been doing this and I've been trying this and nothing is working out for me, it's not that you don't have the ability to create or that the thing is not available to you. Is how you're processing it and is how you're walking towards it. I told you guys recently that there was something that I put out there to the universe. I needed to create or at least achieve a certain end by a certain time. And I was giving it a week. And in 3 days, that was manifested. When I went to the bank yesterday to do this, I'm like, look at my That's why I don't pay attention to people who come with their BS. Because guess what? When you learn and you understand the things of the Spirit, you cannot operate in a way like you are powerless. There's a method and a process. And I have friends that will tell you that in the past, when I would say, I'm going to work on Monday, and it's like Tuesday or Wednesday, and I say I'm going to work next Monday, and I didn't get an interview yet, and I didn't even apply for a job yet, and they would think I was mad. Or when I go away, I was in Europe, and I come back, and in 2 days, I decide that I'm going to go to Jamaica without any plans. And I just call someone to give me a quote as to what it would cost to do something. And before you know it, I'm on a plane to Jamaica. But the truth is, I didn't quite understand the thing fully. Sometimes I would go back and say, I was able to do this or that within a very short period of time, but I didn't get it until 3 years ago. I understood the principle of surrendering and creating and manifesting. I'm also going to say something else in this video. Some of you have no idea how close you came to a blessing, but your attitude, your mindset is so weak that you push away the blessing and you don't realize. And the words that come out of your mouth, if you recognize that this is an incantation, you would stop it. I have come so close to blessing individuals, and because of their attitude and their negative thinking and speaking, they lost out. I never tell anybody what my intention is. If I'm planning to bless somebody, you will never know. Because I don't like to make promises, and then, the moment you start making promises to people, something happens and then you can't, and then you seem like a bad person. But I've come so close, money in hand, ready to bless somebody, and your speech just, oh my goodness, stop it. You are the only person standing in your way. Your mouth and your thoughts. The thoughts cancel out the blessings. There is absolutely nothing that stands in your way of progress or success but you. Because you're thinking, well, I cannot do this because I don't have money. What does money have to do with anything? Now, I didn't say it is not important, because once you change your mind about the way you see money, you're going to change the way about how you get money and how you keep it. Once you stop justifying poverty is not a good thing. You start to say, oh, I don't need much. Well, that's why you don't have much. Oh, this is not important. Well, if it's not important to you, then you don't need it. And therefore, you won't get it. When you look into your bank account and you see a zero balance, that has nothing to do with anything. Everything is within grasp. And I want you to change your mind about how you see finances. Now, sometimes it's that double-edged sword, because sometimes when you have access to all kinds of resource and money, and for example, you allow the money to take a hold of your mind also, and then you can't create anything that is pure. You become so materialistic that you can't see beyond the value of money. So when you're thinking about the things that you need, don't see money. Don't look at the paper. If, for example, you want a house, you walk towards the house. You look at the house. You document the need for that house. You don't think about the cash, because when you're purchasing a house, chances are you'll never see that cash. It's just numbers. It's the numbers game. And you have to understand it. Number is very, very important. Change the way you see things. And the way those things occur in your life will change. We are powerful. This is why people open their mouth and say things, and you see the thing manifest. It's not a coincidence. This is why when you see people doing these ridiculous pranks and saying these things, they have no idea how those things are going to, the words will never fall to the ground. Ever. So be careful about what you're saying. Be careful about what you're wishing for. Be careful about what you're saying. Especially in joke, because you think, oh, I'm just joking. And When you're there saying, I don't have any luck, it's not that anybody did anything to you to stop you from having good fortunes. I personally don't believe in luck. Okay? I believe in blessings in all its forms. I don't believe in the luck thing. I create my own reality with the help of the Most High. And anything that I want, I step towards it. And if it's something that I can take a picture of, I take a picture of it. And if it's something that I have in my mind, I conceive it in my mind, then I hold it there. And then there are other steps that I take to make sure that's a reality in my life. And you know what? No matter what anyone does to me, I find a way to let it go. Because I'm telling you, anger, rage, unforgiveness, it blocks you. Remember that Jenny told you that it blocks you. Until you let it go, you can never be great. You can't have these things in your mind, in your life, that is preventing you from prospering. I found the tool. I figure out something, and it took me many years to figure it out. You know, little pieces of it came, little pieces of the puzzle came to me, and I just couldn't see the big picture until I finally figured it out. So the only thing you need to focus on is spirit and practice. And the rest is left to nature and the universe. Stay blessed, everyone.